Never really a good sign when the garage looks like this all behind you, right? But that also means we're back for another one. I'm moving around all weird and I don't really like it, but parts. All the parts. Got to get all the parts installed. Getting to that point where I have so many parts that laying everywhere, don't know what to do with it, losing motivation on everything. This is done. This is welded out. I'll be posting this video. I just lied to myself right there. It's done, except I have to weld the gate on. Okay, so that part is done. I don't know if I even filmed. You're not gonna focus, are you? Screw it. I don't even know if I filmed that. Did a heater core delete. Heater core delete. English. I did a delete on the crossover behind the head for the SR. I'm gonna have them just 90 out, and I'll show you guys when I put that together how it all works and how everything has been cut. How I deleted the factory coolant line, and I'm just gonna essentially run that like a GK Tech Spacer S14 water neck and just have it go from the turbo to that into the AN fitting and yada 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 yada. But today is gonna be jumping on a bigger portion of I have everything for the Envoy, every single piece, everything. I need oil for an oil change, and that's it. So I need to get that done. I also have a time limit because that's the family rig. So when she goes back to work from maternity leave, I need to have my family rig to take anybody around, kids, baby, stuff like that, get parts, all that, because I won't have access to the Pilot outside. So that means I'm gonna knock this out. I just want it to be running, driving, big boy turbo, intercooler, all that stuff on there. Then I'll worry about the intake, the snake eaters, everything else. I just need the fabrication portion done, which leads me to, we got some more parts today. Actually, a lot more parts today. A lot more parts over the past few days, and been spending as much time as I can with the whole family, enjoying the last of her maternity leave. Just letting the content go a little bit because I know I'd rather be with her for right now, and then when she goes back to work, I don't get to see her as much.
2,000 years later.
Another day, another needing a haircut moment, but whatever. We're gonna keep this one going, right? Parts are literally stacking up everywhere, and I know I keep saying that, and I keep being a lazy ass and getting dehydrated and not drinking enough water, so yeah, that just happened. I'm cross members. So on a TBSS, Envoy, things like that, you have four-wheel drive cross members underneath your oil pan. This basically bolts into the frame, ties the frame together. The oil pan has 1/4 inch of clearance above this, maybe, if that. So I'm gonna cut this down, cut this across, cut it up. I'm gonna reinforce it. I'm gonna cut this lip out and plate it down. All of that's gonna get chopped. When I do that, I'm gonna weld this one by one back in. While I'm doing that, will give me the opportunity to weld up a little bit of this for mock-up so I can bring it back out there, test fit it. When I test fit it, that will then let me test fit the oil pan with the pickup, make sure that this 45 with this fitting will clear on this dot, or at least where I think it is before I make the hole. Trying to think things through here, trying to at least. And I'm trying to do a whole bunch at once, like welding this manifold. Went ahead and got the V-banded wastegate on there, 44 mil Rev 9. Got some color in them, not too bad. Got to finish the other half. I just wanted to make sure it all fit in the car, which of course I'm not going to show you, but it does, because I'm going to post a video of making it and fitting it and bolting the turbo back on and a bunch of the welding and all that stuff, but that's not getting posted yet. Just so many things everywhere you look that need to be done, and I'm sick of not having my fun toys running and driving. Plus I'll be taking the kids to school if there's school because of COVID, so the Envoy needs to be done. Trying to have the Envoy done by this weekend / the next weekend, and then that lets me dive into Audi R8 coil packs for the S13 with the link harness and everything else. I just have to do a little bit more welding. I don't know if I like this intake pipe that I had. Someone had JB welded, not me. Someone had JB welded this fitting in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld in my air intake temp sensor. I got a bung for it and all that down there. This is just a Rambletron. So this clip, the last clip, are 2 separate days because I got lazy and weird and get in moods and don't want to film because I'm not quite used to this whole YouTube thing yet. So let's get out there, do some cutting, do some welding, and then get up front and see if those parts fit, so then we can put more parts on. Giving a little effort to this one. Gonna actually go through and plasma cut out some metal to plate it in. Giving you guys the beans with the footage. And then we're gonna do some manifold stuff. All of this, all back out front. Get it all done. Let's jump into it. Okay, now that we got that welding clip done, let's pop under here. Look at these pieces that I went ahead and bedlined and see that I threw the C6 pan up there and got it all dirty, which annoyed the crap out of me. It fits, the pickup's there with a mess of everything. The camera's probably turning 50 different ways because of this, but there's that piece that I made. Oh wait, I gotta stand it up. How do I stand it up? Oh, I should have figured this out off of camera. Okay, can I take it out? Oh wait. I feel less stupid now. Okay, even sitting up high, I still can fit my hand into there. I know that's gonna clear, which means this was already shorter. I probably didn't even need to cut that out. Whoops. Whatever. Glad I plated it back in. The rack will go back up and bolt in. That's gonna clear all that because it cleared the old pan. Okay, so if all that fits, oh, that's why I was under here too. Aluminum weld-on dash 1090 with a 45 on. The mark that's there. Yeah, I might do a 90 instead of a 45. Oh, that's a really crappy spot to put that though. Okay, well at least I know everything. Oh, let it focus on me here. Hello. At least I know everything fits. It's not going to focus because it's all mad at me from spinning directions, but with everything fitting, I can go ahead and bolt those back in. And, oh yeah, a realization of the truck has oil pan's dipstick in the oil pan, and the Corvette has it in the block. So I went to look for the dipstick hole in the block, and see if you can see it down there. The dipstick hole, there's no hole. Googling, of course, I find some people say there's a plug, they popped out. Some people say they have to drill their block out. So I get a try and wedge drill down there and drill through the block into the actual pan recess. But before I do all of that, I am going to get the fitting welded in so I can take the pan off so I don't get shavings in the pan. I'll put the pickup on with new O-ring. And yeah, I know what I'm doing. With that, we're gonna end the episode here because that's a lot of stuff. And I gotta do a lot more stuff. So I'm gonna do a lot of stuff off camera and then add in a lot more stuff for the next episode. But yeah, Average Joe channel. Catch you guys dirty hands later.